Hey y'all, it's Toby. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit. I've been working on my SAT and my college applications and it's literally taken up all my time. But I'm back at it again with another video on misophonia. Second of all, thank y'all so much for y'all support so far. Honestly, if just one person would benefit from my videos, that's awesome, and that's all I wish for. And this is all for you guys, so if you want any video requests or anything, any tips, if you want to talk, I have an email down below, and send me it all in the comments. Anyways, let's get into the video. So I am 17 and I have finally gotten through at least 3.5 years of dealing with misophonia in classes. And that sucks, but there are things that we can do about it, and I'm gonna tell you about them. So in my experience, the first step you wanna do entering high school, talk to your teachers and your administration. Believe it or not, a lot of them are gonna be super helpful in helping you find resources and accommodating for you. So after you do that, you're gonna wanna specifically talk to your teachers in certain classes about what they can do to help you. Number 1, bring your AirPods to school. Ask your teachers if it's okay in class to wear those AirPods Pro that have that noise canceling feature. This has honestly helped me so much when there's so many noises going on in the classroom and you just can't work. Most teachers are okay with it as long as they can trust you that you're not listening to music and you're not cheating with them or whatever. Also, another tip, like with girls especially, if you have long hair and you don't want to look weird in class when you're struggling, take those AirPods and put your hair like that over them. Here, I'll go get them and show you. Also, sorry if I look super musty and greasy today. I have been at work and school dealing with all this all day. Anyways, so I'm sure you've seen AirPods before. It's super easy. I bring them everywhere. You can always catch me with my AirPods. Take them and put them in, and then how I am in class, I'll press down on it and put on the noise canceling, like if we're doing stuff and I don't have to hear the teacher, and if I do have to like hear the teacher and everything, I will take them off of it, and it sort of still blocks out some of the noise and you don't have to hear other people. You can hear like the big noises, but even with like the noise canceling off, it blocks out just a little, and that's usually just enough. And then like literally you can't see right now. Like if you just have it like this and you don't want to look super weird with your AirPods in during class, it is so much better. Just go like that and nobody has to know. Nobody has to see that, so it's good. Yeah, I would say like with your parents, like these are definitely expensive, but they're so worth it. Tell your parents that this is a super helpful tool for misophonia. It's also great for music and just everything in general. You need some AirPods if you struggle with misophonia. And as a high schooler, I would say specifically get AirPods so you don't look like a weirdo and you're using like Samsung headphones or something. Like, you know what I mean. Other than like my DBT handbook, I would say, and counseling, AirPods are the best investment as a teenager with misophonia. Please, please get you some. Number 2, have a good conversation with your teachers on the first day about testing. It's already hard enough in class to be covering up those AirPods and to be coping with all of the noise distractions when you're trying to do your work. But during tests, just save yourself that step in that problem. Talk to your teachers about either going into another room during testing or doing it before or after school. Don't take your test in the class with the other people. I have failed tests because of this. I can't stand the typing or the writing, whatever it is. Somebody's tapping their foot. There's no way I'm taking that test. And it goes without saying that when you're in a room by yourself testing versus the peer pressure of all the other people looking at you work, when you're in a test in a room with 30 people at high school, needless to say, it is easier, you will do better on that test, and you can take your time, not worry about those people who finish first. I also just realized I sound like this, so I need to tell y'all that you should not be ashamed of your misophonia. In no way. It is the world that we live in today, especially in high school with the peer pressure that we feel we need to cover this all up. I definitely do, and I give into that no matter to what extent I shouldn't be doing that. But you don't have to cover any of this up. You can be as outspoken with it as you want, and I think that's great. I personally I go to a school that's super judgmental and nobody is going to be accepting of that. So I save myself that time, and I try not to explain it to random people. Just maybe my closest friends, my family of course, and my teachers and administration. That's as far as I go. Y'all can do that whatever you want. I'm just saying, personally, I prefer so much not to share with everybody that I have misophonia. So this last one is not what you can do with your teachers and your administration about misophonia in high school. This is more something on a personal level. I know all of y'all in high school are doing sports, are working, doing all of the things, and that is great, but you need to make sure that you have the time when you have misophonia to get sleep. Sleep is such an important factor in basically all mental illnesses. So no matter how much work you have to do, give yourself that self-respect, go to sleep, do that self-care, and get up in the morning ready to go with a lot less of a chance of having horrible misophonia. I know out of personal experience that when I'm with my friends or with my family or anything, and I've been out partying the night before or doing whatever, gotten no sleep, studied way too hard, and gave myself like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, my misophonia was going to be absolutely through the roof, along with just not making those connections with your friends and stuff. And you do not want to be in that position. That goes for misophonia as well as just studying in general. It's already hard enough to go through your life with misophonia, and if sleep just gives you that boost of energy to deal with it and not have to cope with it as much, just do it for yourself. Get that sleep. It is awesome, and it will do so much for your mental health, as well as depression and anxiety, all the mental health disorders. Go look it up. Sleep is so important in stuff like this. So yeah, those right now, from what I can think of, are my most helpful misophonia tips while you're in high school. As well as for other misophonia sufferers, if you leave a comment or email me so I can put it in a future video, what works for you as a high school student to get through your classes and with your friends and stuff in misophonia. Being a teen with misophonia is really hard because you also have to deal with the social pressure of it all, as well as dealing with your family with it. Y'all know I haven't been to college yet, but from where I stand, I think that if we develop these skills now, we'll already have it and not have to deal with it in college. I hoped at least one of these tips helped or was inspiring to go forward with your misophonia. I also just want to quickly tell you that you are not alone in this, and that I am also personally really struggling with this, along with hundreds of others misophonic people on the online misophonia community. So, misophonia matters, and you are not crazy.